Okay, we're back, and I'm going to show you 12 starting spots for your 5 types of sevenths. Now, I recommend that you play with your hands at least 2 octaves apart. If you play with your hands really close together, it starts to look a little bit confusing, at least on the screen. So, play with your hands at least 2 octaves apart. And we're going to start with C. And the main thing that you have to do is to find your starting position, and then as you change notes, make whatever in and out adjustments you need to with your hands to make the chord comfortable. So we're going to start with C. Our starting position is a C major triad, and our 7th, think a half step down from a root, is B. And here's the pattern. Major 7th, dropping the 7th for dominant 7th. Notice I moved in so that my short finger could get to that black key. Drop the 3rd to make the minor 7th. Drop the 5th to make the half diminished 7th. And drop the 7th again to make fully diminished 7th. Notice that I came back out again because my short finger now can play that white key. So here is C, the C 7th chord patterns again. Major 7th, move in slightly for dominant 7th, minor 7th, half diminished 7th, and fully diminished 7th. And in the quiz, if you want to arpeggiate quickly, you may do so. That's fine with me. Our next starting position we're going to look at is the D 7th chords. So we need to start with the D major 7th. That's going to be starting with a D major triad. And our major 7th, think a half step down from D is C sharp. So that's the note we need to add on top. That means we kind of have to move in a little bit so that our short finger can reach that C sharp. That also means finger 3 probably needs to be up here in the skinny, and that means in between these black keys. In our left hand, same thing. This short finger number 1 needs to be up here, so we're moving the entire hand in. That kind of means my finger number 5 is up in the skinny, and definitely this finger number 2 is up in the skinny. So that's our starting position. Major 7th. I can actually move out when I drop the 7th for the dominant 7th. Drop the 3rd for the minor 7th. Drop the 5th for the half diminished 7th. And drop the 7th again for the fully diminished 7th. Let me do it again. Major 7th. Move in with drop the 7th for dominant 7th. Drop the 3rd for minor 7th. Drop the 5th for half diminished 7th. And drop the 7th for fully diminished 7th. And one more time. Major 7th. 7th, minor 7th, half diminished 7th, fully diminished 7th. Here is E. Again, E major is our bass triad. Think down a half step from E will get you your major 7th. Again, short finger, black key. Short finger black key means I might need to move in a little bit. This one's not so hard as D because the 5th, I'm up in the skinny, but I'm not in between black keys. I have this white key to the side. It makes it a little bit easier to play. Here we go. Major 7th. Drop the 7th to make dominant seventh, and I did move out just a little bit. Drop the third to make minor seventh. Drop the fifth to make half diminished seventh. And moving in just a touch to make fully diminished seventh. Again, that's because my short finger has to get onto a black key. Let's do that one again. E major seventh. Drop the seventh for E dominant seventh. Drop the third for minor seventh. Drop the fifth for half diminished seventh. And drop the seventh again for fully diminished seventh. Next, we'll do F sevens. Here's F major. Think down a half step. Our major seventh is going to be the E. Okay, all white keys for our major seventh. Here we go. Drop the seventh for dominant seventh. I have to move in so that my short finger can get to that black key, dominant seventh. Drop the third a half step for minor seventh. Drop the fifth a half step for half diminished seventh. And drop the seventh again for fully diminished seventh. I'll do it again. Major seventh. Drop the seventh. Drop the third. Drop the fifth. And drop the seventh again. And last time fast because it's fun. Here's G. G major triad. Down a half step from G is F sharp, so we'll add that to the top. Short key, short finger, black key, so we have to move in. That puts these fingers in the skinny, this part of the white key. Here we go. Major seventh. Drop the seventh for dominant seventh, all white keys. Drop the third for minor seventh. Drop the fifth, half diminished seventh. Drop the seventh again, fully diminished seventh. Let's do it again. G major seventh. Drop the seventh, G dominant seventh. Drop the third, G minor seventh. Drop the fifth, G half diminished seventh. And drop the seventh again, G fully diminished seventh. Because it's fun, it's fast. And last one for this video, A. A major triad, down a half step from A is a G sharp. That's what we're playing for the seventh. Short finger, black key, move in. The fifth is going to be up in the skinny. You see my thumb is kind of down here on the edge of the white key. That works, but my finger 5 is kind of not. I wish I could give you a good reason. I can't. It just is. Here we go. Major seventh. Move out or towards your body, dropping the seventh for the dominant seventh chord. Dropping the third, all white keys for minor seventh. Dropping the fifth, half diminished seventh. And dropping the seventh for fully diminished seventh. And we'll do it again. Here is major seventh. Drop the seventh, dominant seventh. Drop the third, minor seventh. Drop the fifth, half diminished seventh. drop the 7th, fully diminished 7th. See if you can play along. All right, so that was half of them and probably the easier half. Come back, we'll look at all the black keys plus B, probably the harder half. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.